One of our accessory exercises is the calf raise. The calf muscle group is one of the most important muscle groups in all the body. It's our first line of defense when it comes to walking, standing, stabilizing. Really, that calf muscle is also a hypertonic and hyperactive muscle. So more commonly, we need to stretch it than strengthen it. But for the purposes of meeting all the general muscle groups and motor patterns, we need to also strengthen and focus on how to train that muscle to build endurance over time. We're going to introduce an elevation here. Excuse me. The elevated calf raise, something that allows us to drop below what a normal ground level or floor would allow us. It just gives us better range of motion, and as I was saying, the calf muscle is usually really tight, so this allows for a fuller range of motion and maybe better flexibility strength as well. So what Rice is going to do is basically step her front foot onto the pad, front of her feet onto the pad to allow that ankle to drop a little bit, that heel to flex a little bit more in the calf raise. We're going to do 3 rounds here, 2 bilateral, 1 at the beginning, 1 at the end, and there in the middle we're going to mix in a unilateral. So get ready, find your step. If you can't do it on a step, you can't find anything to manage from, easily we just do this from the floor. Let's begin. Rep 1. Very simple heel and calf raises. That thing's moving on you. Let me give you a little assistance. This is easily done on a staircase. You can have stability. You can see she's using her hands. Stabilizing with her hands is fine. She's not pushing up with her hands. She's still using that lower body and lower leg here in the calf extension. 12 repetitions. You can see that she is keeping pretty good alignment of her feet. Her toes don't start to flare out or buckle in. You do keep nice heel-toe alignment there. Feel fine there. So we're going to get rid of this for the unilateral version of the exercise. We'll have you stay in the same position there. So she's just going to do a single leg stance, shifting her weight over one leg and go through her shorter range of motion calf raises this time. 12. Just like all of our other strength or resistance training exercises, you're squeezing into the full contraction, the shortening contraction. You're extending into the lengthening contraction. Both sides, both contractions or both movements, the shortening and the lengthening, are under control. You're putting effort into both. Those calves are going to start burning here soon. Good job. Shake it off and move into that other side. As you fatigue, as those muscles really start to get tired, they almost become numb to the movement. It gets to the point where it's hard to feel like you're getting through the full range of motion. That's when you really have to plug in and make sure that you're paying attention to your form and your technique. You're not bouncing out of it or exploding into it too much. We're putting controlled, steady effort into these 12 repetitions. If 12 repetitions is a little bit too much for you, you can always duck out early. And that's why we record and make a note of how much we're able to do so that next week or next time you can grow a little bit stronger. Let's show them the bilateral from a lateral position now. So I'll have you stand ready here. Do the same from that lateral position. Stabilize right there for me. Bilateral, both sides. There we go. Begin round 3, bilateral calf raise. Let me just give you a little security. There we go. Got to get creative with it. This is one of the easiest ones to replicate though, as long as you got a stair or even a change in elevation from one floor to the next. Every inch, every degree that you can get out to drop your heel down into the calf raise a little bit further will give you a better range of motion. So this is technically a straight knee calf raise. As you can see, that's really going to target the big back muscle, muscle in the back of your leg, that gastrocnemius. That's your major calf muscle.